What's going on, guys? This is Drew with Drew Drives at Grubbs Volvo Cars in Grapevine, Texas, and today we're going for a drive in this 2023 Tesla Model S standard range. This vehicle has 320 miles of range with 670 horsepower, and it can do 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. I haven't driven a Model S in a while, so it's been a minute since I've been in a Model S or even driven any Tesla on the channel. So I'm excited to do a video on one today. So this is like the newer interior design on the Tesla Model S, and I think the standard range was kind of like a niche model they had for like 1 or 2 years or something like that. So I believe in 2023 you get the standard range, the long range, and then the Plaid, which obviously has 1,000 horsepower, and the long range has longer range than this one, like 490 miles or something instead of the 320 miles, if I'm not mistaken. You have a gauge cluster, which is nice, and you have the center screen over here. One thing about Tesla, I'm not the biggest fan of Tesla, as you guys know. I'm not a biggest fan of EVs in general, and especially Tesla. But I do admit, their technology is pretty insane. Like the maps and everything, plus the autonomous driving. This car has the autopilot and everything in there. You do have a wireless charging tray, and the turn signals on this yoke are over here, and I love the turn signal cameras. That's really cool as well. Very high resolution, and I also like the Tesla Sentry mode and everything like that, and it's built-in dash cams. That technology is fantastic, and more cars should have that. That's cool. I like the feedback that the buttons on the steering wheel give when you press them. I'm not the biggest fan of the yoke, though. It doesn't make any sense to have a yoke steering wheel if it's not steer-by-wire, because this is not a steer-by-wire car, so you have to turn the wheel all the way like this, like it's a normal car, and it doesn't make sense if you're trying to make a U-turn, because you won't have anything to grip. So this yoke steering wheel is kind of redundant in a car like this, and it was an option. You don't have to get the yoke. I personally would not get the yoke at all. It doesn't make any sense, and it looks kind of weird. It feels cool at the beginning, but then when you actually drive it, you're like, yo, this is kind of inconvenient, right? And then the gear selector is on the screen, and there's an emergency gear selector somewhere up here, if I remember correctly. This one doesn't work. So you have park, go down for reverse, and go forward for drive. And you also have Netflix, and you can play games and everything like that in here. Seats are actually pretty comfortable, and the interior overall does look pretty cool. And you have some wood trim. Let's walk around the car, and then we'll get out on the road. And I don't think they're making the Tesla Model S anymore. They just discontinued it. But man, Tesla prices in the pre-owned market have been pretty high, and pre-owned Teslas seem to be very popular. This has a gray exterior. You also have really good looking wheels. I like the wheels and the black Tesla calipers. The Model S pretty much looked the exact same since it came out in 2012. It used to have this black circle in the front that looked like a grill, but then they went away with that when they facelifted it. I think they facelifted this car 3 times. I mean, it's a pretty good design. I never liked the way the Model Y looked, and the original Model 3, but the new Model 3 looks pretty good. I don't like the way the new Y looks, but I've always liked the way the S looked. And the Model X looks decent, but I think the S is the best looking Tesla that they made. And here's the rear screen. That's pretty cool that it has a rear screen. You can also play games in the rear screen too, and also control your AC settings and everything like that. So if you have kids back here, they can play some games on that little TV thing. And here are the taillights. The taillights look good as well. These are the facelifted taillights. Trunk space is quite good. You can fit a lot of stuff back here. It's like a hatchback, so that's very practical. I don't think I've ever actually looked in the trunk of a Model S before, so I'm impressed with that. I've been trying to get a video on the new Model 3, but every time I try to get one, it's always low on charge, so. Obviously, you don't have to have the card all the time. If you own the car, you can have the app. Let's drive now. See, this yoke, it doesn't make sense. I mean, some people like it, some people don't. I would just prefer a circular steering wheel. and keep it simple. But I do admit it does look kind of cool, like having like that screen in front of me and this. It looks cool. I do have to give it that. But see, like, you kind of just have to drive with one hand sometimes. Well, it is extremely fast. That's for sure. That's really, really fast. Yeah, I'm impressed with that acceleration. That's pretty insane. You know, does it have an air suspension or something? We also have drag strip mode, launch mode. I have accelerations on insane. I'm gonna make the steering weight heavy because I like heavy steering. That is crazy fast. Very impressive. You could just do that all day. It's never gonna get old. Again, as I mentioned, like, I haven't been in a Tesla Model S in a while. But it's driving really nice. Like, the ride height feels good, the steering feels good, acceleration's phenomenal. Man, I've never driven a Plaid. I need to drive a Plaid. Actually, I did, but it was like for 2 minutes. I couldn't really, you know, I just did one crazy acceleration after that. I didn't really get to test it out. But once I can get my hands on a Plaid again, that'll be cool. But yeah, like, this car with 670 horsepower is pretty fantastic. And the yoke, when you're not, you know, making U-turns and maneuvers, it's fine. Like, on the highway, this is actually kind of cool. It's just, you have a much clearer view of the windshield. And it feels so weird. It feels like I'm in like I'm a passenger in the car. Like, the way the seat's set up, the way I can look out the glass, it feels like I'm in like a ride or something, like at an amusement park. I don't know how to explain it. I think it's cool. It's a nice view. I didn't think I would like it. I'd like the view that much, but I do. So like I said, yeah, you'd have to just get used to driving with one hand or making maneuvers with one hand, because with two hands it's actually harder to do it with the yoke. And I like the turn signals on the steering wheel. Yeah, these things handle really, really well. It's quite impressive, for sure. That's awesome. I keep finding myself looking for the turn signal stop. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting used to it. But one thing I've heard is whenever you get used to it, you never want to go back. And obviously for the wipers, you just have to press this button and then it'll toggle a screen in there, or toggle a menu in the center, in the gauge cluster, for you to choose which wiper setting you want. This one is just for like the washer fluid. And you also have the headlight button over there. Nice. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, that instant acceleration really does come in handy. In traffic, or if you're trying to get in, you know, on the highway on an on-ramp or whatever. But yeah, you can make tight windows work with instant acceleration in a sedan like this. But yeah, like, I'm very impressed with the driving dynamics of this car. It feels fantastic to drive. Teslas are just convenient, that's for sure. Like with their charging infrastructure, all the safety features in the car, and being able to just use your phone as your wallet, it's pretty awesome. And this regen braking seems like it's kind of on the higher setting, which is something you'd have to get used to as well with the one pedal driving. It honestly feels faster than 3.7 seconds, to be honest. Look at that handling. Very nice. But we have now returned to Grubb's Volvo, so that concludes today's video on this 2023 Tesla Model S standard range. I'm actually very impressed with the drive. It was fantastic, really fast, really fun, and the interior is actually pretty cool. This is probably one of my, as a person who's not a big fan of Teslas, this is probably one of my favorite Teslas I've ever driven. I really liked it. But overall, thanks as always for watching Drew Drives. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and be sure to check out the link to Grubb's family dealerships in the description below if you'd like to shop for a wide variety of pre-owned vehicles like this one.